Good morning, Evelyn Knights. Welcome to week 2 of distance learning. Today is Monday, April 6th. Some housekeeping before we get started on our morning meeting. I would like to welcome Taylor Schroeder. She is a new friend that has been added to our class. I am looking forward to meeting her. Her mom did send me a picture of Taylor on Seesaw, so it was fun to see her sweet face. We look forward to meeting you, Taylor, in person. Welcome to Nevlin. Some things I'd like to go over are, this is week 2 of the matrix for your must-dos and may-dos. So it is April 6th through April 10th. Mine had the wrong date. I don't know if yours does or not. Make sure that you are choosing a must-do in the reading column and a must-do in the math column. And then you can choose any of the may-dos that you would like to do just for fun. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. If you'd like to post any of these on Seesaw, you certainly can. I love to see what you're doing, and I love to hear your voice when you tell me about it and record your voice. Some of you have not hooked up to Seesaw. It is an app. This is the paper that came in your packet when you had the first packet pickup. It tells you how to get into Seesaw on your device. Follow the directions, and then you will be able to send me things, and I can send things back to you in comment. I love getting work from you guys, and I love hearing your voices. Another thing I want to draw attention to is your journal. This is the journal packet that we have set up for these first 2 weeks. What you're supposed to be doing is one journal writing a day. If you did more than one, that's perfectly fine. If you want to skip a day and do 2 the next day, that's fine with me. Remember when you're doing your journal writing that I want you to write neatly all the way down to the bottom using capital letters and periods, and make sure that you are spelling the words as best as you can. I don't get hung up on spelling, but just sound it out the best that you can. Then if you do want to send these to me on Seesaw, you can take a picture of it. And if you get really close, then I'm able to see your writing, and I can check for your capitalization and your periods and all that good stuff. And then if you want to record, I would love to hear your recording of you reading from your journal entry. Don't forget to draw a picture with your pencil and then color it with your crayons. Make it nice and beautiful. Do the best that you can, just like you would at school in your black journals that we have at school. Another thing you'll want to be doing is you'll want to be reading 20 minutes every day and putting your 20-minute time on your reading log. This is your April reading log. So make sure that you're keeping track of how many minutes you're reading a day. Then last week we did an acrostic poem about spring. Remember back at the beginning of the school year, we did the Diamante poem. It made the shape of a diamond. We wrote a poem about ourselves. The first line had your first name, and then we had 2 adjectives to describe you, 3 things that you like to do, and then you had 4 nouns that were like your favorite color, your favorite animal, your favorite food, and then we did 3 more things that you like to do, 2 more adjectives to describe you, and then we had your last name. That was called a Diamante poem because it makes the shape of the diamond when it's all done. This week's poem I would like to introduce to you is called Haiku. And haiku is a poem that has a specific way of writing each line. The first line is 5 syllables. The second line is 7 syllables. The third line is 5 syllables again, and the poem does not rhyme. Remember when we would have our spelling, and sometimes we would have to tell how many syllables the word is? Like the word spring would be 1 syllable, spring. The word flower would be 2 syllables, flower, however many times you clap to make the syllables. Haiku, like I said, is the syllables. This is how you spell haiku. I did not make this up. I went online and copied this poem from online, but it's called Spring, and it follows the haiku rules, and that's why it's called a haiku poem. Spring is in the air. Spring is in the air. 5 syllables. Flowers are blooming sky high. 7 syllables in the next line. And the third line, children are laughing. Again, 5 syllables. So we have 5, 7, 5. Haiku. Our story today is a story about a cat who gets adopted from an animal shelter. And the whole story is written in haiku. The story is called Wonton, a cat tale told in haiku. I'm going to read you the little blurb from the inside jacket here. So begins this tale of a weary shelter cat and the boy who takes him home. Sometimes funny, sometimes touching. This adoption story, told entirely in haiku, is unforgettable. So we have the story about Wonton, a shelter cat being adopted. The shelter. Nice place they got here. Bed, bowl, blankie, just like home. Or so I've been told. Now let's see if it follows the rules. Nice place they got here. There's our 5 syllables. Bed, bowl, blankie, just like home. There's our 7 syllables. And then down at the bottom, or so I've been told. There's our 5 syllables again. Gypsy on my left, pumpkin on my right. Together we are all alone. Visiting hours. Yawn. Oh, I pretend not to care. Yet I sneak a peek. The choosing. Dogs have hair, cats fur. Dogs whine, yip, howl, bark. Cats purr. I say no contest. So he thinks cats are a much better pet than dogs. I dub her Pinchy. He's, ow, tail yanker. You, boy, rub my chin just right. No rush, I've got plans. Gnaw this paw, nip that flea, and wish. Please, boy, pick me. Latch squeaks, door swings wide. Free, free at last! Yet one claw snags, clings to what's known. The car ride. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. Wait, let me back in. I think he's feeling nervous. He's excited to be going to a home, but yet he's afraid of the unknown. The naming. Buster, Bubba, Spike. Great rats. Those don't befit an Oriental prince. Cleo, Leah, Belle. Got a tick in your ear? I said prince, not princes. He's a boy. He doesn't want a girl name. Wonton. How can I be soup? Someday I'll tell you my real name. Maybe. The new place. Deep, dark bed cave. Me? Hiding? I'm no scaredy cat. I like dust bunnies. Here, kitty, kitty. Ha! I'll stay put till I know. Are they friend or foe? Yawn. String on a stick. Fine. I'll come out and chase it to make you happy. The feeding. Sniff, snub. What is this stuff? True. I liked it once. That was then. This is now. Fine, if you insist, I'll try just one nibble, but I won't enjoy it. What do you mean, ew? How is my tuna breath worse than peanut butter? Oh, sorry about the squishy in your shoe. Must have been something I ate. I think he coughed up a fur ball in the shoe. Cats do that sometimes. The adjustment. Scratching post? Haven't heard of it. Besides, the couch is so much closer. Pesky fly. Allow me to muzzle his buzzle. Never mind the lamp. Knocked over the lamp. Nap time, be gone, oh fancy pad. I prefer these socks. They smell of you. Help! I've been catnapped, dressed in frillies, forced to lap tea with your sister. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. Wait, let me back in. The yard. The dog stopped here once, and here, there, and here again. Oh, a cat's nose knows. Crickets crunch, mice snap, wing things make a dusty snack. No meat on a moth. Pickle puffed, I hiss, scat. This yard ain't big enough for the both of us. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Wait, let me back out. Home. Hello, I'm waiting. Put down that pesky pencil and fetch the catnip. I explained it loud and clear. What part of meow don't you understand? Oops, I mistook these for wiggly worms. I didn't know they were your toes. Eavesdropping, I hear, my cat. Great rats, don't you know yet that you're my boy? Your tummy, soft as warm dough, I knead and knead, then bake it with a nap. Good night, Wonton, you whisper. Boy, it's time you knew. My name is Haiku. That was a very fun book, all written in that type of a poetry. Now, if you would like to write your own haiku, you certainly may. Just take a piece of paper, write down, think of an idea. Usually haiku is something to do with nature, like spring is nature. You could write about a particular animal. You could write about the weather. You could write about anything that you choose. And then you're going to write the 3 lines. And the first line, remember, is going to have 5 syllables. The second line is going to have 7 syllables. And the third line is going to have 5 syllables again. So remember, the pattern is 5, 7, 5. And it's syllables, so you're going to be clapping them. Go ahead and take a picture of it. And go ahead and read it and record it onto Seesaw. And I would love to have you send that to me. That's all I have for today. I will see you tomorrow. And remember, I miss you very much. Bye now.